digress.
Been there, done that. 15 minutes ago. Anyway,
and we got the powder from the student section up here, and I can't breathe now. I'm gonna have to file a workers' comp claim.
Cleveland, good field position. Here is the give. Eddings, he'll go across a 30, and Anthony, or Ant, if you prefer to call him that, and that's A-N-T, Anthony Eddings on the carry, and coming in will be Cam Wilson. So a gain of about 3 by Eddings. His cousin Lacorius plays a great job at linebacker. Second down, going to be an empty backfield. Wilson split out left. Quick toss to the right side, going to be caught. Cleveland's Green catches and goes to the 35-yard line. So Emilio Green's first reception there, of course, of the evening. Cleveland's first reception. Third down, call it a long 3 near the 35 of the Blue Raiders.
Big play, again, Terry, hate to say this, but early on, a big play right here for Cleveland. They need some momentum.
They get set. High snap. Here's a give. Wilson's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage. And so 3rd and 3 is going to go to about 4th and 6. Punting team will come on. It'll be a Cleveland Utilities power punt. Cleveland Utilities, your hometown connection.
Well, Terry, I said last week that I thought they needed to get Wilson involved in the offense, and they did, and his first play was negative yardage. But again, that's not his fault. The offensive line let the entire defensive front of Bearden get in the backfield before he handed it off.
And Sloan Bolaño's kick is going to be taken on the run at the 40-yard line by Timmons, and Timmons will be just short of midfield. Give him 9 on the return. And Cleveland is there to bring him to the ground. So good coverage by the punt team that time.
And let's tell everybody out there, Terry, that they're going to have to bear with us on the Bearden names and numbers because their numbers are basically the same color as their jerseys. They're literally just outlined. So you can barely see them.
Tracy Denard, a sophomore on the tackle for the Blue Raiders on the punt coverage. Good coverage by him, and the punt wasn't that high like we normally see, so it was returnable. High snap, and it's going to be Bearden running for the first time to the left side. Will make it to the Cleveland side of the 50-yard line. Braden Mihah up there to help stop him. They will give him the 48-yard line. So second down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you can see he runs hard with the football, but the vision-wise, I'm not sure what kind of vision he's got because he's running with his head down when he runs. So that was a little interesting watching him run right there, running hard but running with his head down.
Paxton Parrott, the running back. Another high snap. They're going to throw it out to him on a short pass to the left side. Cleveland will cover and smother at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback for the Bulldogs is Aiden Thacker, a sophomore, and their main running back is Paxton Parrott. So 3rd and call it 7 for the Bulldogs at the Cleveland 47-yard line. They'll split 2 to the wide side of the field, single to the left. H-back behind the right tackle. Another high snap. It's going to be a screen pass to the left side. Cleveland's got him and down. They will make it to the 43. They needed almost the 40, so 4th down. We'll see if the Bulldogs feel like they can chew this one. And suddenly the marker got put back.
Yeah, the officials are talking. I don't see a penalty flag down anywhere, but the officials are talking like there might be one.
And here comes the explanation. Well, Cleveland had them stopped on 3rd down. It was going to be a 4th and 3. Dead ball foul, personal foul against Cleveland. New set of downs for the Bulldogs, and they're closer to the doghouse.
Oh, I like that, Terry.
First,
You've been saving that all year?
Hey, you use them when you can. First down for the Bulldogs at the Cleveland 28-yard line. Another high snap. That center gets every snap high. Rolling out. Pass going to be caught at the Cleveland 25-yard line. He'll go inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And Bearden on the march here with thanks to a Cleveland penalty. And on the reception that time, Will Taylor.
Yeah, so, give him about 9 on that. No, they went ahead and gave him 10 on it. They ended up giving him the first down.
So the Bulldogs with the gained first down. That was not penalty influenced. A Cleveland forward first down. Same set as before. Twins wide side. Here's Parrott, and we get a stoppage in play. Parrott was going to run left. And false start against the visitors, the Bulldogs. So Markham back 5 and 1st and 15 coming up from the Cleveland 23-yard line. Greg, you just can't have needless penalties like dead ball fouls and all that. It just doesn't work if you want to win.
No, it definitely doesn't. I mean, those kind of penalties, unneeded and just unwarranted, just kind of kill you.
Here's the handoff. Parrott wide left. Cleveland had him. He runs through 2 tackles. Went right through 2 would-be tackles. They put the arms around him, but it didn't do any good, and he'll gain nice yardage there on 1st and 15.
Yeah, Dax Evans was in the backfield and just wasn't able to get to him right there, and he was able to cut it up and get 3 or 4 on that one.
So just short of Cleveland's 20-yard line, so they're very close to being in the key of Cleveland drive zone when they get within the 20. Still 2nd and long. Looks right, nobody there, running. Faking the throw, now goes to the end zone, incomplete, out of bounds.
Terry, I'm just glad he didn't turn and look left because there was nobody from either team on that side of the field. If he would have spun that out and reversed that, he had a free trip to the end zone because there was nobody over there. It was a flood route, and everybody was flooding right, and all of Cleveland came that way with them, and so there was nobody over there, no end or anybody over there. He could have spun that out and just basically walked into the end zone. So luckily he didn't. Incomplete, and we'll move to 3rd down.
Yeah, young sophomore quarterback, Aiden Thacker. 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. Looking, passing, incomplete as Parrott, the running back, had lined up wide right and cut across the middle, but the pass was incomplete. And so the Bulldogs look at 4th down. We'll see if they want to try a long field goal.
Yeah, Noah Nichols right there was all over the quarterback, so nice job by Nichols getting in the backfield there.
And it's going to be 4th down. Sanchez to attempt a 38-yard field goal. Hash mark, visitor side of Raiderville. Looking at the south end zone. From 38. Low snap. Kick in the air. He's got the distance, and he's got 3 points. Alonzo Sanchez kicks a 38-yard field goal, and the Bulldogs score on their first possession. That was a Duracell field goal. We'll talk about Duracell when we come back in 60 seconds.
Is your home too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? At Central Heat and Air, your local HVAC experts, we've got you covered. Our top-notch technicians provide fast, reliable service to keep your home comfortable year-round. From installation to maintenance, we handle it all. You'll never be left out in the cold or the heat. Call Central Heat and Air today at 423-478-7778. That's 423-478-7778. Or visit us online at docsair.com. That's DOCSAIR.com. Central Heat and Air, your healthy home company.
Duracell in Cleveland is hosting a hiring event Saturday, October 18th from 8 to 1. They are looking for mechanically skilled individuals, process engineers, quality tech, tool and die technicians, and advanced technical mechanics, ready to work in a fast-paced, team-oriented environment. They have immediate openings, interviews, and job offers on site, competitive pay, benefits, and long-term growth potential. Bring your resume to the big hiring event at Duracell on Mouse Creek Road in Cleveland from 8 to 1, Saturday, October 18th. Duracell will help you power up your future.
The Bulldog kickoff goes into the end zone. Cleveland will have its second possession at their 20-yard line, trailing 3-0 to the Knox Bearden Bulldogs. That field goal by Sanchez brought to you by Duracell. Duracell Cleveland is now hiring. Benefits start day one. Duracell.com. Located just across the street from Mix 1041.
Terry, I don't want to alarm you or anybody else, but I see a buffalo down in the stands.
Well, what color is he wearing?
He's a brown one.
So, pass incomplete.
He's in the student section now.
To the right side there, the pass by Kason McGowan incomplete. Pass intended for Caden Thompson. Wears number 11, and he's an 11th grader.
It helps him remember that.
Yes. So, Cleveland, 2nd and 10. Cleveland had to punt the ball after having the first possession. McGowan rolls right, looks, fires into the bench with the team wearing the other uniforms. So Cleveland will quickly look at 3rd and 10. 3-0 here at Raider Field. Scoreboard clock will show 6:38 to go, so we're almost halfway through the first quarter.
Terry, you see the buffalo down there now?
Seeing is believing.
See, you didn't believe me.
I do now, Greg.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There is a buffalo in the stands, and it's wearing a shirt.
And we're not in Colorado. So.
I know.
3rd and 10, Cleveland. McGowan looking left. Gets a pass away over the middle. Almost picked.
Should have been picked.
Incomplete near the 40-yard line of Cleveland. A bullet by McGowan. And almost picking it was Connor Gilbert, junior, this secondary player for them. So Cleveland will look at 4th and 10. So 3 passes go incomplete. And Sloan Bolaños, who's had a very interesting career here at Cleveland High School, especially this year, his senior year, with all kind of interesting things on the punts. And this one's going to be a good one. It's going to hit near midfield. Taking on the hop. Cleveland is there and will not give up. Cleveland brings him down. No return. And the Blue Raiders do a great job again on punt coverage. Javan Trammell was the man making the tackle. But Bolaños, Greg, either, snaps that were not good or big rushes by the defense. He's had to run for his life and kick on the run a bunch of times this year.
I'm not sure if he's a baseball player or not, but the way he fields some of those ground footballs coming back to him, he probably needs to be a baseball player.
Well, I learned today I knew he was a great soccer player, but he's been named the Region Player of the Year.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I'm sure well-deserved.
Yeah, certainly. And a flag, and again, it's going to be against the Bulldogs as they didn't get set. Somebody moved early. So, again, it's going to be 1st and 15. They overcame that a while ago. We'll see if they do it again as we're near the halfway mark of the first quarter.
Jerry, while we have a short break here, let me wish my wife a happy anniversary. Spending my anniversary with you. So hopefully that works out for me. But just want to wish her a happy 27th and just super thankful for her.
Absolutely. I mean, seriously, she's a tremendous, great lady. Cleveland misses a tackle on a little flip pass to the left side. They'll gain 3 yards on it and be out of bounds. Well, Greg, usually you and I are not too serious, but I'll take a serious moment and say you and Rhonda, some of the best people I've ever known.
Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. I would agree with that about her.
It was directed to her.
Yeah, I would agree with that about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good go of it.
Well, when you find the right one, Greg, it makes the difference.
Most definitely.
2nd and 12. After a gain of 3, they run it up the middle, and Cleveland's going to stuff it. Maybe a yard or two gained up the middle at best, but Cleveland stops it really, really well. And carrying the ball that time.
Cannon Sipe wasn't listed on their depth chart, but that's 2 carries in a row for him.
So maybe he's the surprise player of the week. Third down and 9.
The secret weapon.
Yeah. 3rd and 9. Cleveland has played well on 2 running plays, stopping them.
Yeah, the last play it looked like a pass, but he threw it backwards to him, so it is considered a run.
And they throw it back to the left side, and there was a Blue Raider there, kind of affected the pass there, and sophomore Aiden Thacker throws it incomplete, and so we could have the Bulldogs' first punt of the game coming up.
Looks like they're going to go in punt formation here, so.
The punter standing at his 34-yard line, and the punter is Tomas Lopez, a junior, as the Bulldogs have 4th and 9. Lopez and get a stoppage in play again. This is getting to be consistent. 3rd time that the Bulldogs have had a false start here in the first quarter with 4:36 to go in the quarter. And it's Bulldogs 3, Cleveland nothing.
So, Terry, let me say 2 things about that snap. First of all, that was a great catch by the punter, because it was a rocket and it was over his head and he caught it. And based on that, I mean, that punt or that long snapper is legit. I mean, that's a college snap that he's putting back there.
And here is Lopez punt, left-footed kicker. No return by Cleveland. It will roll dead at the 30-yard line of the Blue Raiders. So for the 3rd time in the first quarter, Cleveland has the football. Now they just have to get some momentum going on the offensive side.
Yeah, definitely need something positive to happen. McAllen 1 of 4 for 4 yards, and they have 0 yards rushing in their first 2 possessions.
Cleveland has had to rely most of the year on the passing game. They haven't been able to get a consistent running game going game after game, and so a lot of pressure on the passing game.
Terry, my wife is actually listening, and she wanted me to tell you thank you for the kind words.
She deserves all the accolades anybody can give. So, happy anniversary. Nice give, going straight up the gut. Cleveland, their best running play of the night, will gain about 8 yards. And for Cleveland, something positive on offense.
Yeah, that was a quick hitter right there, and he was able to get upfield quickly and get a nice 8 yards.
Emerson, the freshman, and Emerson is close to a first down on the 2nd and 2. A spark there by the freshman. It's good to see Cleveland coming to life a little bit. Tyrell Emerson. And move the chains. A Cleveland forward first down. So Blue Raiders have a positive here. You got to build when you can on these and take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. McGowan looking left, short side of the field, pass for Westfield, caught at the 45. Kyrese Westfield's first catch of the game. He's the leading receiver for these Blue Raiders of Coach Chris Brown. Gain of almost 5 on the play, ball at the 45.
Yeah, they've got to give him a shot to catch that ball in the on his feet to give him a chance to get upfield and get some yards after the catch.
Emerson straight ahead again to the Blue Raider 48-yard line. So about 3 on the carry there for Amerson. If you have kept up any at all with Cleveland football this year, you know it's a very, very young, inexperienced team this year. Very few seniors, and so many young players getting to play varsity action. Very young group. Amerson up the middle again, gets some blocking, and Amerson will go almost to the 45. It'll be a first down for Cleveland near the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. So Cleveland across midfield, first time tonight.
Yeah, nice run right there. Nice first down. Now let's put a couple of first downs together now, see if they can continue the momentum and put a few more first downs and get down into the end zone.
Quentin Jones, H-back left side. McGowan looking left, going deep. There's Westfield. Got it. Is he in? He's in. Kyrie's Westfield beats him down the left sideline, 1-on-1 coverage. And there it was, Greg Phillips. Blue Raiders on the board.
Really, really nice play right there.
Kason McGowan put it where it had to be. Westfield streaking down the left sideline. DB could not keep up with him. And the Blue Raiders are very, very much celebrating over on the sideline. They have waited a few games for this moment, and it comes true for them. So the Cleveland Blue Raiders have the lead, and the kick is good by Bolaños. Cleveland's going to lead this one with 1:47 to go in the first quarter. 7-3, Cleveland will be back in 60.
When you need a new roof, it's all about trust. Your home is too big an investment and you can't afford to make a mistake. Cleveland Plywood has the products and expertise you're looking for. Contractors have trusted them for over 50 years, and they carry only proven products from reputable suppliers like IKO. IKO Cambridge is one of the heaviest weight asphalt shingles you can buy, and their limited warranties are among the industry's best. Protect the investment you've made in your home. Go with the pros at Cleveland Plywood, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland. Call 472-3357.
Turn your world yellow with Mayfield Dairy this fall. Whether you're wrapping up a workout or craving a tasty afternoon treat, our rich chocolate milk replenishes nutrients and provides high-quality protein to keep you going. Grab some Mayfield milk today and experience real, southern, sunny goodness in every sip. From our iconic yellow jugs to our delicious chocolate milk, everything tastes better with Mayfield. Turn your world yellow, because the best moments are made with Mayfield Dairy.
The Cleveland Blue Raiders lead this one 7-3 late in the first quarter. Kickoff by Bolaños, taken near the 5-yard line. Cleveland misses a tackle, 20, and to the 30-yard line will be the Bulldogs taking control there.
Jerry, that's one of few kicks this year that an opponent has returned for with Cleveland. Bolaños has put most everything into the end zone.
Very much so, Greg. First Horizon Bank will find a way. Key Street near Chick-fil-A, and also 25th Street at Chambliss Avenue.
There's a penalty flag on the field, but I don't see a flag. I think there it is. It's at the 40-yard line. So there's going to be a penalty on for Bearden holding right there. It's going to back them up 10 more.
So Cleveland had that one covered fairly well, but he broke through at the 20 and got 10 more yards. And now it's back to the 20, as Greg said. So Bulldogs have it their worst worst starting point out of 3 possessions. Here's a give, right side, running room. Parrott will go close to the 30 and run out of real estate. Well, Greg, here's the situation. Both teams coming in winless, as everybody knows. Okay, Cleveland makes a mistake on third down, penalty, dead ball foul, and then the Bulldogs get 3 out of it. So Cleveland's down early in the game. Cleveland comes back just a few moments ago and takes the lead at 7-3. These two teams, who's going to wilt under pressure and who's going to perform under pressure, because they've seen this scenario before where they've been behind. Both teams, this year have been behind. So who's going to perform best?
Right. Yeah, that's going to be the key to this is who's going to handle the pressure.
And pass going to be caught for a first down to the 36-yard line of Cleveland. Chains will move, a Cleveland forward, first down.
Will Taylor on the catch there, the tight end, H-back, slipping into the middle of the field right there.
Here's a give. Perry bounces to the left side. He loves running to his left and gains about 5 yards. A nice run on first down. As we have 29 seconds on the first quarter clock. Ball actually across the 40 at the 41.
Yeah. Parrott, 4 carries, 17 yards here in the first quarter thus far.
And they'll put twins to both sides of the field. Good snap. Quick pass right side, and the receiver will reverse, come back, make it to the left side. Receiver comes back and actually ends up losing a yard. He felt like there was nothing on the right side for him, came back, and it cost him. And that would be Marquise Moody, I believe, was the receiver on
Correct.
that one.
That's correct.
So Moody's catch will end the quarter at the end of one here on Mix 104.1. It's going to be the Blue Raiders 7, Bulldogs 3. We'll be back in 60. Sports on Mix 104.1, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public.
Check out the spooky savings this October at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and 0% or $5,000 cash back on 2025 Pathfinders and Muranos. Want to trade in your old car? Nissan is giving up to $5,000 over book value when you trade, and they'll buy your car even if you don't buy theirs. Shop in person on Exit 20 off of I-75 or visit cleveland-nissan.com. Payments are per month for 75 months. Does not include tax, tag, title, or dealer doc fee. Must finance through the dealer subject to credit approval and pick from new dealer stock.
Cleveland Utilities, the local trusted provider of utility services in our community, is now offering fiber internet in its electric service territory. Experience lightning-fast symmetrical speeds for seamless streaming, gaming, and all your connectivity needs. Enjoy the best in reliability backed by local customer service you can count on. Sign up or check availability today at fiber.clevelandutilities.com or call us at 423-472-4521.
Back here at Cleveland High School at the end of one, Cleveland leads 7-3, and it's going to be Bearden ball, 3rd and 5 here to start the second quarter. And here's Terry Evans on the call.
Thank you very much, Greg. Blue Raiders with a good feeling at 7-3 just to be ahead in this game. Bulldogs, 3rd down coming up at their own 42-yard line. High snap and a keeper, and I believe that's Parrott.
It was, yeah, Parrott took the direct snap.
Parrott, the running back, with the direct snap and ran hard, and the chains will move. And Greg, Parrott listed as a junior. I'm 90% sure he was their running back last year.
I remember the name, so
I do too.
Unless he had an older brother, I would agree with you.
So 1st and 10 as we have second quarter just underway. From the Bulldog 48-yard line, midfield. Power to the right side. They're going to run that way and hitting the hole hard. I believe it's Parrott again. They had all the bulk on the right side. 2 big backs lined up to the right side, and he ran behind them, hit the hole quickly, and on first down run, give him 5. So they cross midfield.
Yeah, Parrott carrying the load for him. That's 6 carries for him already. Six carries, 27 yards for Parrott.
And, Greg, I guess you take things for granted in this world. I've been taken for granted and not really explaining. They go to the huddle every time, which I don't ever see anymore. Ball picked off. Cleveland comes up with a pick. Should be a face mask along with it. And the Blue Raiders, Max Denatolis, number 0, comes up with a pick at midfield. So Cleveland will be the beneficiary of the game's first turnover. So Good deal for Denatolis now. We'll see if Cleveland can build with the momentum of leading at 7-3.
Big turnover right there. Cleveland got the touchdown, gets some momentum there, gets the interception. Let's see if they can put another one in the end zone here. Terry, I would probably try to – Westfield was wide open on that last play. It was able to beat the defensive back. He's out there one-on-one again. I might go straight back to that same play again and just let him on the go pattern.
And they're going to have trips to the right side, twins to the left. McGowan looking, flag, throws across the field, pass incomplete at the 25 of the Bulldogs.
Going to have a hold on Cleveland.
Intended for Emilio Green, one of the few seniors on this club. And Blue Raiders will send in Titus Shamlin, a sophomore. So, second penalty of the game against Cleveland. First one was quite costly.
Again, you don't want to be behind the sticks, and that's exactly what's happened here. Cleveland, 1st and 20 behind the sticks.
So the ball will be moved to the Cleveland 42-yard line, still at midfield. And a three-man front for the Bulldogs. McGowan wanted to throw back to the left, but he'll be sacked at the 30-yard line. McGowan rose to his right, wanted to throw back to the left, but no deal as the Bulldogs come up big time and throw him down with the Food City sack. Food City with 3 locations in Cleveland. Sacked by Elias Martinez.
Not the momentum they wanted there.
Nope.
Cleveland wanted a horse collar right there, but the official said he grabbed him by the shoulder pads, not the back.
And here's the freshman Emerson carrying again to the 40-yard line. Nice run. The freshman runs hard, Greg.
Yeah, he does. He runs really. I mean, with Edens and Emerson, they've got a nice duo there. They've just got to grow.
Yes.
They need to grow. Emerson's got a good build on him. He's a freshman. He just needs to get bigger and stronger, and he's definitely got a chance at doing something here in a couple of years.
3rd and very long, about 20 because of the penalties and the sack. McGowan stops over the middle in traffic. Is it caught? Yes. Braden Mihah comes up with a big catch between the 2 safeties, and it's a first down for the Blue Raiders. Now, that's a big conversion, Greg, right there. 3rd down and very long, your side of the field, and to come down with it. And a nice concentration by Mihah there.
Yeah, he caught that between 2 players. That's a great throw by McGowan and a great concentration and a great catch by Mihah on that play.
Cleveland, new set of downs, and somebody moved before the snap. So now Cleveland has its first false start against 3 for the visitors.
Gotta stop again, Terry. You can't be successful playing behind the sticks.
8:31 to go in the half. It's 7-3 Cleveland. That was our first quarter score. Cleveland will have Lacorius Eddings, H-back left side. Quick toss, a nice slant, and it's going to be caught by Mihah. Give him 2 catches in a row, and this one goes inside the Bulldog 30 to the Bulldog 27-yard line. So Blue Raiders looking for another score to pad the 7-3 lead here in the second quarter.
Best rhythm we've seen from McGowan probably this year.
Yeah.
Just in a nice rhythm, sitting in the pocket. And actually, the reason he's in a good rhythm is he actually has had a little bit of time to set and throw the football.
Westfield, they toss it to him. And why are we stopping the action?
Got a penalty flag over on the other side over there. Captain Happy flag over there.
Well, I don't know if he's throwing a flag or just it's falling out of his pocket.
That's what I'm afraid
and if it falls out of his pocket, he's got to call something.
Yeah, Captain Happy Flag over there on the side, Judge.
There's no dropping of the flag that doesn't have consequences, Greg,
yes.
Whether it's an accident or windy night,
That's exactly right. That is exactly right.
So we'll kill the speculation on what happened and say it's at the Bulldog 32-yard line, hash mark, home side of the field here at Raider Field. 2nd and 10.
Westfield one-on-one on the left side again.
They look, they fire. Pass going to be caught by the slot receiver at the 25-yard line. And again, it's Emilio Green, I believe, second reception, Greg.
Correct, 2 for 13.
So, and now Dax Evans comes in to be the H-back. So, Cleveland looking at 3rd and a short 2.
Got to pick this up here.
There's a give, and it looks like a first down. Cleveland right up the gut. Amerson on the carry. So Cleveland will move the sticks. A Cleveland Ford first down. And they're in the key of Cleveland drive zone now. Actually, they're a yard short of the drive zone.
4 carries, 14 yards for Emerson.
Nice fake to Emerson. Rolling, keeping the ball. McGowan cuts a corner. McGowan will be out of bounds short of the 10-yard line. And the official says you went out at the 12. Nice run. That was no roll and look downfield. That was going to be a run from the get-go.
Yeah, that was a design run. He had the option, but it was a run, a handoff to Emerson, or an option run for McGowan. McGowan pulled the ball and had lots of room over here on the right side and was able to get out of bounds.
And Quentin Jones will come back in, and he and Evans will be the big guys. They go under center. Here's a give, and Emerson a hold, but they closed it quickly. He may be stopped short of the 10, but he does get a first down. Man, that hole opened up nicely for Emerson.
Yeah, it definitely did. It was a nice hole, but it closed up just as quickly. They got there very quick.
Clock shows all fives. 5:55 to go here in the second quarter. Cleveland up at 7-3. 1st and goal to go at the 9. Again, the heavy package. Under center, McGowan. Fakes, rolls, fires on the run. Man wide open. It's Quentin Jones. Quentin Jones comes up with the touchdown. The Blue Raiders have their biggest lead they've had in a long, long time as they lead this one at 13-3 here in the first half at Raiderville. A lot of celebration on the sideline and a lot of celebration in the stands. The loyal Blue fans have come out tonight. Snap. Placement. Green gets it down, kick in the air, but Bolaños is good. He's 2 of 2, and the Blue Raiders lead this one 14-3. We'll be back in 60.
Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix is a family-owned business and has been serving Cleveland for 40 years. They work with customers large and small. Call Bradley Concrete at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Hey, it's fall, y'all. And at Honda Cleveland, our huge Fall for Honda sales event means more Honda, less money. Finance rates as low as 0.99% for 60 months on Ridgeline pickups, and lease payments as low as $269 on Accord. Fall adventures are calling, and Honda Cleveland has the Honda to take you there. Head for the hills in a 26 Honda HR-V compact SUV for as little as $279 a month. It's the perfect size SUV for you and that someone special. With 2 legs or 4.
Oh, I've recommended Honda Cleveland many times to people. Yes, I would recommend them in a minute.
Oh, and be sure to check out the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid at $379 a month. HR-V 39-month lease with $34.99 down. CR-V 36-month lease with $36.99 down. No security deposit plus tax, tag, title, and fees with approved credit. Offer ends 10/31/25. Come on in. Honda Cleveland, your car, your way, every day. I-75 exit 20, 1 mile east. Hope to see you soon.
Greg Phillips, it's been a while since the Blue Raiders have led by 11 in the first half, and the clock will show 5:34 to go in the first half. Cleveland has come back and showed offense in the second quarter. So it's going to be Bulldogs football at the Bearden 20-yard line.
Yeah, Cleveland can get a stop right here. Again, it's all about momentum. They just need to keep having good things happen.
So the sophomore quarterback gives, and Parrott's got nothing. He might have got the line of scrimmage. Lacorius Eddings, Dax Evans, and also Kyrese Westfield in there from corner position.
Yeah, Nichols in there as well from the nose.
So Blue Raiders defense playing a little bit more inspired here, leading this one at 14-3. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Dogs. Aiden Thacker, the sophomore quarterback, awaiting the snap. Most of them have been high, and this one is face mask high. Quick toss. Is it a catch over on the right side?
They called it incomplete.
And a flag from the back judge after everything was over with and away from where the ball was thrown.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who this is on. It's an away from the ball. Somebody either said something, punched somebody, or, we'll see what they call. I think it's going to be on Bearden.
And Greg, you're right. So half the distance back toward the goal line. And Cleveland coming on strong here in the second quarter. Trailed after the first Bearden possession 3-0. And since then has played much, much better. Consistency, like Greg said a while ago.
And the great part of it is that was after the play, so the down actually counted, so it's 2nd and long instead of 1st and long.
And snap, a give. Cleveland will stop him, but not before he gets to the 12-yard line. So Cleveland gives up a few yards there. Bearden out to the 12, 3rd and very long. And do you pressure this sophomore quarterback, Aiden Thacker? He's thrown one pick thus far.
Yeah, I think I think Bearden being as far down as they are and with their backs to the goalpost here, I think you'll probably see them hand it off again instead of try to, do something crazy. And again, I'm always wrong.
Here's a pass over the middle, and Cleveland has it covered as slot receiver left side cut across the middle, caught the ball, and then he was immediately down. That was Grant Krause on the receiving end, and Grant was cut down right after the catch. So
yeah, he had his hands on him. He was up in the air. He had his hands on him before he even hit the ground.
So it's going to be punting time. Once again, a Cleveland Utilities power punt coming up. Thomas Lopez to punt it away, standing at his goal line on 4th and long. Good snap. As Greg said, they've got a great long snapper. And here's a high kick taken on fair catch by the Blue Raiders. So Cleveland will have possession as Scott on the receiving end for Cleveland. 3:20 to go in the first half. Cleveland up at 14-3. Cleveland on the road next Friday night up to Hardin Valley in Knoxville.
Who's doing that game with you, Terry?
Greg Phillips will be helping me with that game.
Oof.
I mean, you're within a half a mile of your son's house. Yes, you'll be there.
They probably still won't get to see him.
And then the regular season games wind up on a Thursday night, August 30. 2 weeks from yesterday will be the game number 10 of the season here at Raider Field. The Raiders take on Knox Farragut. Here's the give. Amerson, the freshman, across midfield. Amerson to the 46-yard line of the Dogs. Make it 2nd and 3 coming up.
Terry, Emerson has a chance to be really good. And as I look at him, he's a little bit bigger than I thought. Again, he's only a 9th grader, and he's a little bit bigger than I thought he was.
And now he's on top of the football because the snap went over McGowan's head, and Emerson, standing next to McGowan, goes back and saves Cleveland a turnover by covering it at the 45-yard line of Cleveland. So that hurts momentum right there when you have those type of plays.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Blue Raiders 3rd and 12 coming up. McGowan fire is going to be caught, and they cover and make Cleveland lose yardage. They have seen that play before many times on film, and the D for the Bulldogs was right there on top of that one. Cleveland had no chance. Westfield on the reception, but they were all over him. And so Sloan Bolaños to kick it away for Cleveland. 1:50 to go till the half. It's 14-3, Cleveland on top. Bolaños standing at his 29-yard line. 3rd punt for Cleveland. And this one is going to hit and roll on this artificial turf and finally picked up at the 10-yard line as the return man for the Bulldogs watched it hop in front of him, and then it took a fast roll down the field. He went back and got it at the 10. He made 3 yards on it.
Yeah, definitely Bolaños able to flip the field right there. So great punt by him, great roll, flipping the field to put, again, Bearden back in the shadow of their goalpost.
So Bulldogs, again, bad field position for them here in the second quarter.
1:22 left in the first half.
Rolling, stopping, looking. Short pass to the right side. Cleveland had 4 people there. Nobody knocked him down, and they'll go across the 20, 25, just short of the 30. Greg, a host of Blue Raiders there, but they were spectators. And the play that should have got nothing looked like Cleveland had it, in my opinion, and they just let him get away. First down, Bulldogs.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Parrott just kind of snuck up the sideline. Not sure what happened there.
And here's a throwaway by the sophomore quarterback.
I thought I was going to catch that one.
Thacker. Second quarter on Mix 104.1 brought to you by USS, your waterproofing and foundation experts, USSTN.com. First quarter was brought to you by Cleveland Ford. Second quarter by USS.
And Terry, you said 2 weeks Cleveland is at home for their final home game, which will be senior night, and that's on a Thursday, October the 30th, right?
That's it.
Okay, got it.
The night before Halloween. So second down coming up for the Dogs. Looking down the right sideline, firing, and they've got a first down right at the marker. It appears from the opposite side of the field to me. And now the chains will move. They give him the 40. He needed the 39. So Thacker put it right on the money that time.
Yeah, Tummins makes the catch right there on the sideline, falls forward, and gets the first down.
Keeping the drive alive with 35 seconds to go till halftime.
Yeah, and Cleveland okay with them, as long as they stay in bounds right there. Cleveland okay with giving up some yardage right there, just making sure they keep them in front of them.
Pass high, but pulled down near midfield. Good catch. I'm surprised they're not using timeouts. They're behind 14-3. Connor Gilbreth on the reception, and now they do call a timeout. They lost some time there a while ago on that other play, not using a timeout. But we're up here, and the people that know football are down there on the field.
Allegedly. I'm just kidding.
Allegedly, we're up
Allegedly,
here.
yeah, that's what I meant. Allegedly, we're up here. That's exactly what I meant.
Gotcha. I couldn't concur more. So next Friday night, Cleveland up to Hardin Valley in Knoxville. It is a region game. And then on Thursday, October 30, the day before Halloween, Cleveland wraps up the regular season here at home against a good Farragut team. Second down, 3 coming up for the Bulldogs of Bearden High School out of Knoxville, Tennessee, a region opponent for Cleveland. After their timeout, Thacker rolling, looking, fires, it's caught. Did he get a foot in bound? No, out of bounds. Both feet were out of bounds. The official right on top of the scene. We have time for maybe 2 plays. 16 seconds to go in the half. Cleveland up at 14-3 over Bearden. Greg will have all the halftime stats for you coming up on the Southland Finance halftime show in just a couple of moments. This young quarterback, Greg, I don't know, he hasn't shown the arm to go deep yet. Everything has been within 5 or 10 yards as far as I remember in the first half.
No, agree.
And again, it's a sideline move, but the receiver catches it and made a cut back toward like he was going to stay inbounds, but Cleveland forced him out. It is a first down with 10 seconds to go until the half. So it's going to be at the Blue Raider 43-yard line, but as Greg said, Cleveland content to let them just go down the field, just give them the short patterns and use time.
Yeah, you can give them 8-10 yards at a play here and be just fine because they're not going to get in field goal range and definitely not going to score a touchdown.
Here comes the blitz by Cleveland. Pass caught at the 40-yard line. Lateral to a receiver coming out, and did that use up the clock? He's out of bounds.
He got out of bounds.
3.6 seconds to go. Nice little trick play there. Haven't seen the hook lateral in a while. So
we may see a little bit of everything tonight.
There's a possibility. And it's not even a full moon. Timeout by the Bearden Bulldogs. We'll take 30 seconds and come back with the final ticks of the first half. Cleveland up at 14-3. We're back in 30.
The drive in the fall event has been extended at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Shop over 275 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams up to $15,000 off MSRP. Or get financing as low as 0% for up to 72 months. Get model year closeout savings on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie. Up to $15,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
With approved credit, $1,389 per thousand. Finance on select models. Stock 402474.
After the second Bulldog timeout, just a few ticks on the clock left. Cleveland up 14-3. Greg?
Oh, you want me to talk about some people I see in the stands, Terry? Is that what you want me to do?
No, this is not. Well, never mind.
You want it back?
Send it back over here, Greg.
Terry, back to you.
Oh, it just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, man.
All right, at the Cleveland 35-yard line and 3.6 seconds to go.
Just got to keep them out of the end zone here.
Thacker
and
rolls.
Evans is on the hunt.
Thacker throws the ball up. It's tipped around, incomplete, and the half comes to an end. The Blue Raiders of Cleveland High School lead this one 14-3 at the half. We'll take a 2-minute break. Greg will have the Southland Finance halftime show in just 2 minutes.
The Billy Haney Meat Company has been serving this community for 56 years, locally owned and operated and open to the public. Feel free to call or just walk in to get all of your bulk food needs with no membership required. Keep your chest freezers stocked with frozen and fresh hamburger patties and frozen chicken of all types. The Billy Haney Meat Company literally has it all. Those square pizzas we all loved in school, they have those too. And they keep a large supply of your favorite candy and chips. Call the Billy Haney Meat Company at 336-2468 or visit them at 2154 Old Charleston Road.
Sharpen those pencils, pack those snacks, and don't forget that back-to-school smile.
Whoa, did you get braces?
Yep, I went to Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga. They let me pick these colors. It was so easy.
Lucky, I can't wait to get braces.
At Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics of Chattanooga, we're here to get those pearly whites picture day ready.
Cheese!
Call 423-541-5500 or visit pdoc.com to book your back-to-school appointment today.
Hi, my name is Ashley Johnson, and I teach a circuit-style class called Power Hour at the Cleveland Family YMCA. This class has really been a popular style class as you can come and get a full-body workout to include cardio, strengthening, functional moves, core training, and power exercises in one quick hour. We have all ages from 13 years old up to 65 years old and all levels from beginners to experienced fit men and women. The best part is that I coach this class as a personal trainer, and I go around and correct form, motivate, encourage, and make sure everyone gets a great workout. You can find the schedule online at ymcachattanooga.org.
Struggling to find the right nuts and bolts? Stop searching, because Cleveland Fasteners has what you need. Since 1992, we've been Cleveland's go-to source for hard-to-find fasteners, hydraulic hoses, and top-quality tools for maintenance and construction. No minimum orders, same-day delivery, and walk-ins are always welcome. And with our expert team, you get personalized service that big box stores just can't match. Find us on Starview Drive behind Bradley Rentals or call 423-472-5010. Cleveland Fasteners. If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Have you seen what happens when a weed eater gets too close to vinyl siding? Ouch! Choose steel siding from Best Buy Metals, available in board and batten and lap siding options. Permanent siding from Best Buy Metals is custom manufactured to the half-inch for a perfect fit. Stop by a showroom or go to bestbuymetalroof.com to learn how you can protect your structure.
Hi, this is James with Cleveland Business Services. We're here standing by ready to help any local small businesses with a variety of needs. And we can handle just about any tax situation you find yourself with, whether it be business, personal, or a combination of both. Our personal tax returns start at $39. We can help you get filed using our app. We can schedule you an in-office appointment, or you can simply drop off your tax documents and be filed within 48 hours or less. Reasonable rates and a dedicated staff are just a few reasons why Cleveland Business Services is a great choice. Give us a call today at 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937.
It's time for the Cleveland Blue Raiders Halftime Report, brought to you by Southland Finance. Visit them on the web at southlandfinance.net.
The Southland Finance Halftime Show here on Mix 104.1. We appreciate Southland Finance. They have sponsored football and basketball halftimes for many years. We appreciate them very, very much. Located at the corner of 25th Street and Peerless, Southland Finance. And let's go over some other people that make all of this possible here on Mix 104.1. We appreciate our friends at the 24/7 Movement and also ATS The Bridge. Join the 24/7 Movement and make a difference, keeping drivers and passengers safe on our roads. In memory of Dustin and Brittany Dillard. Find out more at the247movement.org. ATS The Bridge raises awareness of the opioid epidemic, guiding people who are ready to seek treatment and encourage them to sustain sobriety once they are clean. Find out more at atsthebridge.com. Blue Raiders leading this one at the half, 14-3. Greg will go over the details in a couple of moments with you as the Bearden Bulldogs scored on their first possession and kicked a field goal, and so they were up 3-0. Cleveland's first couple of offensive possessions not productive, but then in the second quarter, Blue Raiders started executing consistently. and lead this one 14-3 at the half. Our other stations tonight on 99.1, the oldies station, it's Walker Valley up at Lenoir City, and that is a region game for the Mustangs. That game on 99.1 with Andy and Jacob on the call there. Gary Ornby and RC Talent are off tonight as Bradley has an open date. So Bears not on 101.3 ESPN Cleveland tonight. They'll be back next week. Bears do not have any more home games left, so they'll be on the road the next 2 weeks. And so Cleveland on the road next week to Hardin Valley, and then on October 30th, a Thursday night game, it's Cleveland hosting Farragut in a big region contest. I don't have the Walker Valley schedule in front of me. I know that they still have the Ray County team coming over to Walker Valley next week or the final week of the season. That's going to be a big region game for Walker Valley. Greg, we haven't talked about it. We were off last week, of course. Walker Valley was off last week, but in listening to the Walker Valley game going home after the Bradley-Cleveland game 2 weeks ago tonight, has one of the wildest finishes I've heard in a high school game. Walker Valley came back from double digits down and won that game on a last-second field goal.
Yeah, definitely, Jerry. And in a place where Walker Valley historically doesn't play very well. And so they were able to stick with it there, just keep coming, keep fighting, and were able to get a sideways. It wasn't an end-over-end field goal. It was a sideways field goal to win the game with 1.6 seconds left, and basically I think assured themselves of a home game in the playoffs, and if they beat Ray County, assured themselves of of first place and at least a couple of home games. I'm not sure how the region lines up from that standpoint, but they're leading Lenoir City, which is a region game tonight. They're leading them 35-7 at the half.
Wow. Well, let's put down a W for the Mustangs tonight. And I think Lenoir City came into that game with a 0 for 20-25 record. But anyway, not 100% positive, but I thought I saw that.
I can check that.
Nevertheless, Greg, I'm going to say I'm looking at the youngest Blue Raider band member that I've ever seen down on the field. That young person out there with the marching band, I don't know the name or anything, but let's just say that young student doesn't look like a high school student.
Right, yeah. So Walker Valley or Lenoir City is 1-6, so they have won one game. They are 1-6.
All right, but it looks like they're going to be 1-7 in a little while.
Pretty sure that that's the way it's going to be. And then Ray County is up 21-0 at the half on Loudon.
21-0 over Loudon. Okay.
Yeah, Meigs County 8-7 over Scott County in the first quarter. That's over in Middle Tennessee. Polk County 23-7 over Eagleton Academy at the half. Here's one for you, Terry. Late in the second quarter, Oak Ridge 14, Hardin Valley 7.
Greg.
What do you guys say about that?
I'm going to say we'll think about Hardin Valley 7 days from now.
Yeah, and I'm also Scott County just took the lead on Meigs County. I'm also going to say that 14-7 is probably going to turn into a 28-7 here when things start refreshing. McMinn Central 21, Tellico Plains 7. Here's another interesting one, Terry. I think it's close to the half. 6-1 Maryville 14 against Science Hill, which is in the other side of the region that teams are that this region is going to have to play. Science Hill 6-1 as well, 14-10 late in the second quarter.
Whoa!
Alcoa in a tight one against Heritage, 33-0. So you got that one. So that's an update on some scores from our area. Don't have anything on McMinn County Red Bank yet. That nobody's updated that one.
All right, Greg. We'll take a 60-second break, and Greg will have the stats at the half when we return in 60.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, it makes sense to choose an insurance agent that's a part of your community. Your local Allstate agent knows the ins and outs of both owning and protecting a home in your neighborhood. By choosing a local Allstate agent, you get an expert who knows the community and is committed to getting to know you. Which means George Gray can help you get the protection you want that fits you and your life. Are you in good hands? Contact George Gray, Allstate Insurance today for a free quote.
Hey ladies, when you're balancing family, career, community, and more, it's hard to find time for your health. At Bradley Medical Center, we understand how busy life is. That's why we built our state-of-the-art Women's Imaging Center. Whether it's for screening and prevention or more specific needs, you deserve a healthcare partner in an environment that feels comfortable and works around your schedule. Call 423-244-9272 to schedule your appointment. Do it for you. Do it for your loved ones.
14-3, Cleveland leads at the half. Southland Finance, located at Peerless Road at 25th Street. Southlandfinance.net. Now the halftime stats by Cleveland Business Services. For all your tax, payroll, bookkeeping, and more, dial 423-86-TAXES. 423-868-2937. Here's Greg Phillips.
Excuse me, Terry. I had to yawn there. Sorry about that. So, Bearden started the scoring off with a 38-yard field goal by Sanchez. And then at the end of the first quarter, McGowan hit a bomb to Westfield, 46-yarder for the touchdown. Bolaños with the extra point. At the end of one, it was 7-3. In the second quarter, only one score. It was Cleveland. McGowan to Quentin Jones for a 9-yard pass. Bolaños with the extra point. And Cleveland leads at the half 14-3. Bearden will get the ball to start the third quarter. The stats, Aiden Thacker for Bearden was 11 for 19. Threw the ball 19 times, 78 yards and an interception in the first quarter. Paxton Parrott had 7 rushes for 28 yards, and Cannon Sipe had 3 rushes for 8 yards. So 10 carries, 36 yards. Grant Cross, 3 catches, 15. Tyler Tummins, 2 for 18. Will Taylor, 2 for 22. Connor Gilbreth, 1 for 8. Marquise Moody, 1 for 1. And Paxton Parrott had 2 catches for 14 yards. Bearden had 114 yards of total offense in the first half. For Cleveland, Kason McGowan was 8 for 11, 110 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. He was 5 of 5 for 55 yards and 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. So had a great second quarter. He, because of a fumble and a sack, he was 3 rushes for negative 13 yards in the first quarter. Emerson was 6 for 24. Anthony Edens, 3 for 16. And Cam Wilson was 1 for negative 3. So that's 13 carries, 24 yards for Cleveland. Kyrese Westfield had 3 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. Miha, 2 for 39. Quentin Jones, 1 for 9, and he had the other TD. And Emilio Green, 2 for 13. Cleveland had 134 yards of total offense in the first half. They had 4 penalties for 25 yards, and Bearden had 5 penalties for 36 yards. Bearden had the only turnover, Genitalis with an interception, and Bearden also had 2 sacks of Kason McGowan in the first half. We'll take another quick break as the Cleveland Band is finishing up, and we'll be back. This is High School Sports, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whirlpool Cleveland is currently hiring for entry-level production roles. Starting pay $18.25 per hour, jumps to $19.35 per hour after 90 days. Benefits start on day 1, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, and more. 120 total hours of paid time off. 10 hours the first 3 months. Remaining balance after 90 days. Apply at jobs.whirlpool.com. Jobs.whirlpool.com.
No more varicose or spider veins. No more tired, achy, restless legs. No more restless nights. Start your journey to a better you with help from Milligan Vein Clinic. Their board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs. There's little or no downtime, and your procedure is covered by most insurance. Milligan Vein Clinic, improving the quality of your life. Visit milliganvein.com or call Dr. James Gooden today at 423-961-5682.
Leisure Time Bowling is Cleveland's party place. Birthday parties for children, teenagers, and adults. Birthday parties at home take a lot of work, a lot of decorating, cooking, cleaning. Let Leisure Time Bowling do the work for you. Custom party packages are available, including some with Cosmic Bowling. Call 728-2988, 728-2988, ltbowling.com.
Need cash? Check. Behind on bills? Check. Unexpected car repair, broken appliance, surprise vet bill? Check, check, and check. Time to check into Cash, your one-stop money shop. Check all the boxes all in one place. From payday loans to flex lines of credit, we've got solutions that move with you. The process is simple, quick, and designed to get you the help you need fast. If you've been approved, you can leave with cash in hand. Check Into Cash also offers check cashing, money orders, wire transfers, and even gift card buyback. Check your worries at the door and check into a store to apply. We have stores in the Chattanooga area, including Cleveland and Athens. Or visit checkintocash.com to get started today. Check Into Cash. We fund today to make a better tomorrow. Subject to state regulations, eligibility, credit check, underwriting, and approval. Rates, restrictions, and fees apply. Visit a store for details.
Halftime score here on Mix 104.1. It's 14-3 in favor of the Blue Raiders over Bearden's Bulldogs. Cleveland 14, Bearden 3 at the half. And some people that are very important to us, and we want to give a big thanks to them, such as Cleveland Fasteners and Supply, for all those nuts and bolts you can't find anywhere else. And if they ain't got it, you don't need it. Cleveland Fasteners and Supply on Starview Drive. Dale's Heating and Air. Just call Dale's. We're in the middle of the Southland Finance halftime show. Southland Finance located at Peerless Road at 25th Street. Southlandfinance.net. Greg's halftime stats were brought to you by Cleveland Business Services for all your tax, payroll, bookkeeping, and more. 423-86-TAXES. That's 423-868-2937. And First Horizon Bank will find a way. Keith Street near Chick-fil-A and 25th Street at Chambliss Avenue. Anytime a team is within the 20-yard line of the opponent, they're in the Key of Cleveland drive zone. John Davis makes it as easy as 1-2-3 on South Lee. Kia of Cleveland. Scoreboard that Greg brought you a while ago, Elders Ace Hardware on Key Street in that beautiful new location, bringing you the scoreboard. First downs, Cleveland Ford. Timeouts, Milligan Vein. Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy?
Yes.
Dr. James Gooden offers an office treatment that will make you look and feel better in a day. MilliganVein.com. Well, Greg, let's just say he can make you feel better, but on the look better, we're sending you next week for the test just to see. You know.
I don't think there's a lot of hope there.
Play Clock, Bradley Concrete, Lamcon Ready Mix. Over 40 years of experience, family-owned, lamcon.us. Power Punch by Cleveland Utilities, your hometown connection, and the home of the one and only Keith Arnwine. Penalties, Bradley County Litter Grant. And thanks to Papa John's for providing pizza for our board ops back at the station. The Huddle, and we've seen a lot of it from Bearden tonight. First team we've seen this year that did very much going to the Huddle every time. The Huddle brought to you by USS, Chattanooga's waterproofing and foundation experts, USSTN.com. Here's Greg. There's Greg.
Oh.
There goes Greg.
Yeah, Terry, we're getting ready as we get both teams. There's about a minute left on the clock here. Both teams are getting ready. Both teams are getting ready. Cleveland is not out of the locker room yet. Here they're finally coming out. So I would guess they're about to put some more time on the clock, as there's only 45 seconds left. Looks like they'll probably put about 2 more minutes on the clock. Give Cleveland time to warm up a little bit, and we'll get set for action again on a beautiful night here at Cleveland High School, Benny Monroe Stadium here at Raider Field. And again, Cleveland with the lead at the half, 14-3, looking to keep that momentum in the second half as they get ready for that. So we're going to take another 2-minute break here, and we'll be back. This is High School Sports, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Stephen Beasley, and our family is the new owners of the UPS store in Cleveland, Tennessee. Whether you need to do a lightning-fast Amazon return or need to pack and ship with a guarantee, the UPS store is the place where you can make it happen. We also do a lot of printing, copies, and notary. The store is now open 7 days a week, and we've got the speed, the service, and yes, a smiling team. So the next time you need to ship, print, or return anything, don't go postal. Come see us at the UPS store in Cleveland.
Do you have too much stuff? Most of us do. It's time to call All Safe Storage. All Safe Storage has 5 locations serving Cleveland and Bradley County. Founded by Ed Brown over 35 years ago. Get your first month free at All Safe Storage. Call 479-6377. First month free, 479-6377 or allsafetn.com.
United Community has proudly served our community's banking needs for 75 years. We've put our customers first since the very beginning. Need a mortgage that fits your budget? Ready to turn your side hustle into a small business? No matter what your goals are, we're here to help you meet them. Because for 75 years, we've listened to our customers and tailored our financial services to fit their needs. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Go to ucbi.com to learn how we can serve you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 421841.
This is Neil Scott, GM of United Structural Systems. We're currently looking to expand our teams at both our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Knoxville offices. We have a first-class benefits offering with medical, dental, vision, and ancillary benefits, PTO upon hire date, referral bonuses up to $2,500 per referral, 401k, and weekly production bonuses. And we have career paths, leadership development training, and even employer-sponsored industry certifications. If you're interested in joining, please go online at usstn.com/careers or call us 423-320-8883.
Let's talk about Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Drive Into Fall event has been extended at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 275 new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, Rams, up to $15,000 off MSRP, or get financing as low as 0% for up to 72 months. Get model year closeout savings on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie, up to $15,000 off MSRP. Crown CDJR, the better way to buy and service. Visit Crown Chrysler Dodge JeepRam.com. Craving the flavors of pizza and cheesy garlic bread?
Yes.
Look no further than Papa John's new Garlic 5 Cheese Crust, coated in a garlic Parmesan sauce and a savory Italian 5-cheese blend.
Yum.
Baked to extra cheesy perfection. And then add your favorite topping, all for only $11.99, now available at Papa John's. Now, Greg, you were down to the concession stand a while ago. Did you say it was closed?
The one below us is closed. Everybody's there's only one open. The one over on the behind the south end zone is the only one that's open.
Greg, you're still an athlete. I think you could sprint over there, get you a hot dog, sprint back before kickoff.
I'm too old and fat to sprint anywhere, Terry.
Why do you think I'm sending you, Greg, instead of me?
Yeah. That is not going to happen.
Back to football here on Mix 104.1. Terry Evans, Greg Phillips, thank you for joining us anywhere in the world on the My Mix 104.1 app or on the regular signal. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate you being with us tonight on Mix 104.1. A big shout out to Keeley back at the station and also Ryan, because a little bit of a tough start tonight, and they helped work all things out. Greg did his always great making tech problems go away. So here's Cleveland's kickoff, leading 14-3, and this one will sail to the end zone 6 yards deep. The kickoff that we expect from Sloan Bolaños. Bulldogs have the ball, and they're at the south end zone. If you're familiar with Raider Field, that's the one nearest Raider Drive. And Blue Raiders defending the north end zone. That's the one closest to M&M Mars.
I could go for some M&Ms right now, Terry.
I could go for just about anything edible right now.
Nothing, concession. I mean, there's some sandwiches over there, but no drinks. And we'll have to talk to Al Morris. He's got to get us some drinks up there.
Here's a give. Parrott will go for a couple of yards right side, and then it becomes 20 players involved in trying to push and shove each other, and everybody comes away happy as Blue Raiders will give up 2 yards to Parrott on that. Paxton Parrott, a junior running back. Bulldogs out of the huddle. Yes,
that's
they
crazy.
do. Yes, they do huddle. I mean, it's to me, it's nice to see. Fake, rolling. Thacker, the sophomore, fires. Second pick of the game. This time it's Emilio Green, his second pick of the year. And Emilio returns it to the 20-yard line of the Bulldogs. In the Maryville game, Emilio had a pick 6. And tonight, he's got a pick. He stopped at the 20, but got right in front of the receiver in the nick of time. And, Greg, I've noticed one thing about Thacker. He kind of locks in on one receiver, and that's it. Of course, a sophomore quarterback would have tendencies to do that. But anyway, Cleveland ball, and they're in the key of Cleveland drive zone. Quick pass left side. Emilio Green, who had the pick, breaks a tackle going down the sidelines. How close is he? He's out at the 6-yard line. So Emilio Green, a couple of highlights here, the last 2 plays in the early third quarter, as Blue Raiders lead this one 14-3.
He got the interception. You got to give him some love there and get him the reception.
And 2 looks like 300-pounders come into the D-line for the Bulldogs. Cleveland knocking on the door. Here's a give, and they'll stop Cleveland at the 5-yard line as Emerson gets a yard. So ball at the 5 of the Bulldogs. Cleveland would be sitting very nicely with a 21-3 lead here in the third quarter if they can score here. Now Cleveland goes under center. McGowan rolls, fires, touchdown, Blue Raider. No, they dropped the ball. Oh, my gosh. That one was right there. Oh.
Yeah, Edens had that in his hands, and I think McGowan wants to run the same play again. We'll see if that's what they do or not. But Edens had that wide open in his hands and just dropped it.
Tough one, really tough. He's had a great year as a linebacker, and had a chance there for 6, but didn't come away with the ball. That one was set up beautifully. Cleveland looks at third down from the 5. Good snap. Pass, same play, touchdown. Different receiver. Kyrese Westfield has his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, he got away with an offensive pass, a big-time offensive pass interference call right there. He literally pushed the receiver guarding him down and got the play. So take it. But, yeah, it was definitely an offensive pass interference there.
So Cleveland up at 20-3, and Bolaños with Emilio Green holding. And the kick is good. Cleveland will lead this one after the pick by Emilio Green, and then the scoring drive, a short 20-yard scoring drive. Cleveland leads this one 21-3 We'll be back in 60. Sports will Mix 104.1, supplied all season long by the one and only Wholesale Supply Group.
Come to Don Ledford GMC in Cleveland during October's fall trade-up event and receive up to 20% in savings on our GMC trucks and SUVs. Listen to this fantastic deal. You get 20% in savings on stock number 250586, a 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab, Elevation Series, four-wheel drive that has an MSRP of $58,825 for only $46,997. Once again, that is 20% off, a savings of $11,828. Now that's a great deal on a great truck. And hey, we have special finance and leasing options available, as well as first payments not due till 2026. So come in today and save big at Don Ledford GMC. We're at 4595 North Lee Highway in Cleveland, or go to donledford.com for details and a trade assistance coupon. Don Ledford GMC, where we say yes. GMC, we are professional grade. Stock number 250586. Price includes all qualifying rebates and is plus tax, tag, and title, and dealer fee of $649 plus take delivery by October 31st, 2025.
Raiders lead this one at 21-3. Clock shows 10:18 to go in the third quarter. So early third quarter on Mix 104.1, and Cleveland's biggest lead of the year at 21-3. And here's the kickoff, and it's going to be Bulldog ball as they get it to the 11.
Yeah, about the 11-yard line. Great coverage right there by Cleveland.
So they've had pretty good coverage on all the kicks tonight. So from the 11-yard line, and they've not had good field position starting a drive since about the first quarter, Greg.
No, Cleveland's done a really good job of keeping them pinned back in deep in their territory but beside their goalpost. Couldn't get that out.
Parrott goes wide right, but no running room there, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. Cleveland's kind of kept him in check the last few times.
Yeah, this defensive front by Cleveland has really stopped the run tonight. They've got 36 yards rushing on 11 attempts.
2nd and 10 at their 11. Thacker looking, lots of time, fires over the middle, caught at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a first down, and they will go to the 37. Nice pass play. Receiver, though, slowed. In fact, he's not getting up. And so momentary timeout on the field, and we're going to take it with them as we have an injury timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Sports on Mix 104.1.
Hometown service with a smile. If that's something you haven't experienced in a while, then maybe you should talk with the friendly staff at Joe Rogers Office Supply. With free delivery, no minimum order requirements, and a great selection of office supplies and office furnishings, they're sure to brighten your day. Visit or call today at 476-7527. That's Joe Rogers Office Supply for friendly hometown service with a smile.
Morning I arrive while the world still sleeps, slicing fresh cuts of certified Angus beef.
Yeah, that's my food, city butcher. I need your advice.
How about a gourmet burger with a little spice?
I'm hosting a cookout and it has to sizzle.
Try ribeyes with balsamic glaze, but just a drizzle.
Nobody does food
like Food City.
Just has their first down of the third quarter at their 36-yard line after a nice reception. Receiver went off under his own power. It looked like a cramp issue. And here's a give. Another pass complete across the 40 to the 45, 46-yard line. Grant Krause again. I believe that's the second reception for Grant tonight. So it's another first down. So Bearden has something going with the short passing game over the middle.
Yeah, that's a nice screen pass right there. Him get upfield for 10 yards.
They come out of the huddle. Yes, we did say huddle. They huddle after every play.
They're trying to check on each other and make sure everybody's okay.
And they flip it out, pass caught by Parrott. He turns it upfield. He gets midfield, a collision there. So nice first down play of about 5 yards there for Parrott. He is their main ball carrier, resting right at midfield. So we're in the third quarter, 21-3, Cleveland on top. Halftime score was 14-3. In fact, Cleveland has scored 21 unanswered. Bearden had an early field goal, and that's been it. Thacker fires, overshoots his intended receiver. He was about to get pressure, fired the ball downfield, but too high, too long.
Terry, I was just telling you, so Walker Valley, last score we have is 35-7. Just some crazy stats up there. Again, Walker Valley is way better than Lenoir City, but Roman Yulo tonight, 12 receptions, 322 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Chase Stevens is 19 of 26 with 6 touchdowns tonight. Wow. So Walker Valley lighting the scoreboard up tonight up in Lenoir City.
From midfield, third down, a long 5. Thacker firing right side, going to be caught at the sideline. He turns it upfield and goes to the 35. So again, they convert as Thacker, this drive has been on the money.
Yeah, nice job by Tummins right there, coming back to the football and getting open.
So the chains will move again. 21-3, Cleveland on top of Bearden. 7:20 to go in the third quarter.
This has been a nice drive by Bearden. Cleveland needs to make something happen right here, slow them down.
High snap, they get the ball to Parrott. He's squeezed between 3 Blue Raiders and down after a couple of yards. So, clock moving on. And they spot the ball at the 33 of Cleveland. One thing about it, unless something changes, they have not tried a deep pass tonight.
No, I don't think you're going to see a lot of deep passes tonight. They're going to try to methodically take it down the field. They take their time with the huddle, and they're all about clock killing.
Here comes Cleveland on the blitz. Thacker looks, gets it away down the middle of the field. Ball knocked away at the last second. Cleveland comes up big time and knocks the ball away at the last second. And I believe that was Cam Wilson on the coverage there. Deepest they've thrown the ball, and Wilson had coverage and knocked it away.
Yeah, nice job by Wilson right there getting the football. But we've got a penalty.
Holding against the Bulldogs. So that one would not have counted if it had been complete, but we're glad that it wasn't complete, of course. So second and long coming up for the Dogs now. First mistake they've made in this drive.
Yeah, going to be second and long instead of third and 7. It's going to be second and about 17.
Thacker looks left and throws it too high. Once he gets pressure close by, he tends to throw the ball high and away. So an incomplete, and now third and long. Ball resting in Cleveland territory at the 43. So we'll see what they dial up here.
Chris Brown still calling the plays for the defense, acting as his own defensive coordinator. So,
yeah, that's his specialty. 6:22 to go in the third. And what do we have?
Timeout. The play clock was running out.
So Bearden uses their first timeout of the third quarter, and we're going to take a 60-second break. Cleveland 21, Bearden 3, back in 60.
When competition is fierce, sports injuries happen, and Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Saturday sports clinics are available at our Chattanooga and Cleveland offices from August 23rd through November 8th for the treatment of non-emergency orthopedic injuries like sprains, strains, and fractures. Doors open at 9 a.m., no appointment needed to be seen by our highly trained physicians and clinical staff. Saturday sports clinic dates are subject to change. Check sportmed.com for the latest information. That's sportmed.com.
Langley Roofing is our skilled winning home team. From getting your emergency repair prioritized to a replacement you'll be proud of. Real craftsmanship, on time, in budget. Langley is a local family protecting our homes from the top down. Langley means safety, security, and savings for roofing, gutters, and skylights. You'll see Langley's promises come to life on your home. And yeah, it's true. When you see a good roof, chances are it's a Langley.
After the Bulldog timeout, rolling, firing on the run. That one looks like from here it was out of bounds, and that's a ruling that the catch was made but out of bounds. So now 4th down for the Bulldogs. Well, Greg, here in the third quarter, clock showing 6:13 to go. Bulldogs down 21-3. Do you go for it on 4th and 17?
I mean, I think you have to. I mean, they haven't been able to get anything going offensively, so I think you got to go for it here and try to create something. Maybe get a pass interference call or something like that, but just try to make a play.
And they will have trips wide side of the field on 4th and 17. Thacker deep, longest ball of the night. It's going to be almost intercepted, but dropped by Cleveland.
I mean, Westfield is mad that he didn't catch that, but he shouldn't have caught it.
No.
I mean, that would have been a mistake had he caught the ball, because you knock that ball down and you come back and get the ball at the 40-yard line instead of having it inside your own 5.
So Thacker throws the first real deep ball, and so anyway, it's incomplete, and Westfield's still upset that he didn't get it, but Cleveland's better off field-wise that he didn't. We keep talking about Bearden going to the huddle. Huddle is brought to you by USS, Chattanooga's waterproofing and foundation expert, USSTN.com.
First time they've got to sponsor something this year for the most part.
For the most part, yes. So it's going to be Blue Raider football here in the third quarter. At their 43-yard line, McGowan fires left side, fired a high bullet, and it's brought down. Nice reception that time. That was a high, hard fastball right there. And Westfield, who didn't come up with the pick a minute ago, comes down with that catch. And I believe it's
his 5th catch for 59 yards.
And he's coming out for a moment.
Yeah, he's limping a little bit. I don't know if he's got a cramp or hamstring something, but yeah, he's limping a little bit off the field.
So he'll come out of the game. And Cleveland will send in Caden Thompson in his place. And direct snap. Cleveland running, breaking tackles to midfield to the 40 and thrown back. And that's Cam Wilson.
I've been saying all year, Terry, they've got to get that kid involved because he's dynamic when he gets the football in his hand, and he showed it. He showed it right there on the direct snap.
Yeah, he's a fun young man to talk to. Had him a couple of weeks ago on Meet the Raiders, one of the pregame programs on Mix 104.1, and big smiles and just a positive attitude. He was a lot of fun to talk to. So a big first down for Cleveland, a direct snap to Cam Wilson. Here's a pass too high for Emilio Green, but there was another receiver behind him, and
as well as a Bearden defensive back.
Yeah, a lot of people over there in the pattern. Caden Thompson almost had that ball, but so did the defender over there as the ball went through Emilio Green's hands.
Yeah, I was afraid Tummons was going to end up with a pick 6 right there.
McGowan fakes, fires, and ball on the ground. The receiver got the ball, and the receiver got plastered. Ball was in the air for a second, but it hit the ground before anybody could get it.
Yeah, that's one of those when Kyrie Scott comes back to the huddle and tells Casey McGowan, "Don't ever do that again."
Yeah,
he almost got him decapitated there.
Scott has been quiet tonight.
He has.
Third down, Cleveland. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, he doesn't have any catches tonight.
They reset Dax Evans to the right side. And it's going to be a fake to Eddings going deep down the sideline. Incomplete.
It's a penalty flag there. I think they're going to get Bearden. It was a double move right there by, I think that's Thompson, and I think they're going to get him on a hold right there on the double move.
So that would be, without a penalty, it's 4th down for Cleveland. That was Thompson, the intended receiver. So 10 yards and a 1st down for Cleveland to keep the drive alive. 5:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-3, Cleveland on top. So after the mark-off, it's at the 29 of the Bulldogs. Hash mark home side of the field at Raider Field. And Anthony Eddings runs, gets about 3 yards.
It's his first carry in a while. I was going to say earlier, it looks like we've had a kind of a changing of the guard here on the starting running back because Emerson has played probably 2/3 of the snaps here in this game. I think Eddings took the first carry, and it's been pretty much Emerson since then. And that's Eddings' 4th carry, and Emerson's got 7. So it's almost like I said, 2/3 Emerson thus far.
And McGowan throws into double coverage, pass incomplete. But Emerson comes back in, Eddings comes out. Eddings took on a defensive end who, without exaggeration, is twice his size. Height, weight, whatever, but he took him on anyway and gave McGowan a second longer to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup on the defender on the defensive end that came free right there. Nice pickup to give McGowan, not get McGowan hit, plus get him time to get the ball off.
McGowan, and we get a stoppage. We're going to guess Cleveland moved.
It's a pretty safe bet there.
That's a 5 going the other way. So Cleveland's
5th penalty.
Makes it 3rd and about 13 for the first. Here in the 3rd quarter, Cleveland up at 21-3 with 4:20 to go in the 3rd. 3rd quarter's been a little bit longer to me, Greg.
It has been a lot longer. There's been more penalties and not a lot of movement, so lots of incompletions.
We had movement before that snap.
That is valid. That is valid.
Here's McGowan. Going to be flushed out of the pocket. Runs. Pass is incomplete. A little bit behind the intended receiver. And so unable to hang on to it was the Blue Raiders. And makes 4th and 12 coming up. And punting unit comes out on the field. That pass intended for Thompson. So
I think they're going to try to kick a field goal here, Terry.
Oh, my mistake.
So it's going to be a 48-yard attempt here for Bolaños.
Hash mark, home side from 48. It's in the air, but short. Didn't quite get across the crossbar. So, ball will go over to the Bulldogs. Let us remind you, Cleveland next week on the road as they go up to Hardin Valley in Knoxville. And then the regular season's 10th game will be on Thursday, October 30th. A Thursday game as Farragut comes to Cleveland.
And at the half, Oak Ridge up on Hardin Valley, 14-7. That's the last update that we have.
Well, Hardin Valley's won more games this year than they usually have during the season, so must have a much better group this year. Here's the pass, going to be caught and running room. A 1st down to the 30 and breaking away from multiple tacklers and going out at the 40-yard line. Tummings What a nice catch and run. A bunch of Blue Raiders saw him. They just didn't knock him down.
Yeah, 22-yard gain right there for Tummons.
So at the 42, as a while ago, the Bulldogs couldn't convert on 4th and long. So they get the ball back after the missed field goal by Cleveland.
It's 4 catches, 53 yards for him.
It's been their most productive receiver. Here's Parrott, banging heads, going forward. One thing about Parrott, he's always churning forward, Greg, keeping the head down and taking the blows and just keeps churning forward. And I don't know that Cleveland has stopped him for negative yardage tonight.
He's got a 0 carry, but not a negative yardage carry. And that was his 10th carry for 35 yards.
Gained 4 on that one.
So not big chunks, but he's, like you said, he's been getting positive yardage every time he touches it.
Cleveland, a 3-man line. Thacker deep right side, incomplete. Much longer passing game for the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. Clock shows 2:25 to go in the third. It's still a 21-3 Cleveland lead in this one. Blue Raiders led 14-3 at the half, and now 21-3 here in the third.
Yeah, Terry. This game's again partially because because Bearden huddles every play, but this has been a very long game.
Pass is going to be caught at midfield. Makes a nice move. Gets by 2 would-be tacklers, and it's a first down at the Cleveland 40. Coming up with the catch, Grant Krause. So, Greg, as far as tempo, you would say they are not a UT tempo type team.
They are definitely not a UT. They're more of the Phil Fulmer UT days. 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
But successful. Back in the day. UT.
That is true. That is true.
From the Cleveland 40, first down and bad pass. Thacker just bounced that one about 5 yards away from his intended receiver. He's learning, young quarterback.
Yes, here in the third quarter, again, it's why this quarter's been so long. 6 of 13 for 81 yards and an interception. And there's a lot of incompletions, and that's why this quarter is taking so long. McGowan has a few incompletions in this quarter as well, so definitely slowed this down. McGowan's 3 of 8 here in the third quarter, so it's definitely why this quarter has been so long.
Bulldogs break the huddle. Thacker rolls. Here they come. Pressuring. He had to get rid of the ball. Was there a receiver over in the area?
There was, but he was blocking. Yeah, he was there. He was just blocking.
So, Blue Raiders force a fourth down. No.
Third down. Yeah, third.
So, 3rd and 10 coming up. Boy, I tell you, Cleveland had the pressure on him that time.
Yeah, they brought the entire that was student body right there coming after the quarterback. Bearden just broke the huddle with 12 players, no call. One ran to the sidelines.
Pass over the middle. Intercepted. Jay Isbell, a freshman, comes up with the pick. That time, Thacker threw into too much coverage in the middle. And Jay Isbell, the freshman, comes up big with the 3rd pick of the game for the Blue Raiders. And Cleveland leads this one 21-3 with 91 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cleveland up at 21-3.
Yeah, Cleveland with a chance to just put this one away here. They need to take this down and score with the momentum and just put this one away.
Blue Raiders will snap it at their 37-yard line after the pick by Isbell. And we got a player missing. So may have to use a timeout. The play clock at 10.
Yeah, they're down to 10, so they should have a little bit of time. They got him over there so they could reset. Nice.
And it's going to be a direct snap to Cam Wilson. Starts left, reverses, speed, 50, 40, 30. Forget about it. Cam Wilson's first rushing touchdown of the year for 63 yards. What a great setup that time for Cam Wilson.
Who's the guy that's been talking about getting him to football, Terry? I can't remember.
Greg, I'm going to give you a lot of credit. You have. For the last few games, you've been saying they need to get him involved. They need to get him on the field more, and they just did, and he made the Bulldogs pay.
Yeah, he's got another carry for 17 yards tonight. So, again, he's got great speed, great vision. He was going left right there and came back right where he was open, and it was daylight, and when he got out there, you were not going to catch him.
Cleveland leads at 28-3 after the conversion by Sloan Bolaños, and the Blue Raiders are celebrating on Raider Field. We'll be back in 60.
Wow, that was a big hit. Number 7 down on the field.
I need a personal injury lawyer. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're in the Cleveland or greater Chattanooga area, there's only one name I'd trust.
Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson!
I need a personal injury lawyer.
You have to go with Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson! Logan Thompson!
When it matters most, Logan Thompson.
Ready to finish what you started and take your career to the next level? At Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, our degree completion programs are built for busy lives like yours. Whether you're balancing work, family, or both, our flexible online classes make it possible to earn your degree on your schedule. Choose from programs in business or nursing and join the TWU family, a community that's dedicated to your success with personalized support every step of the way. Take your next step today. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
16 on the clock in the third quarter. Cleveland up at 28-3. Kickoff. Well, he went into the end zone. The man in the white cap didn't see it, but the other official did.
And we've got a penalty flag. It had been a while since they had thrown one. So they decided they needed to throw one.
So the officials, two of them are discussing the fact that the guy stepped into the end zone on catching the kickoff. So that's going to be moving it to the 20-yard line, and then a flag away from the action.
Hey, so, Cleveland was clapping like that was on Bearden, but that was not on Bearden. That was on Cleveland. So they'll start at 35.
First 15-yarder for Cleveland here in the second half.
Yeah, their second personal foul penalty, though. And that's not, again, those like you talked earlier, Terry, those are the penalties you want to stay away from. You can live with a false start, an aggressive play and stuff like that, but you can't live with dead ball penalties. That's not how you win football games.
No, not at all. And the official,
they look like Chris Brown is saying, I thought this should have been on Bearden. So we'll see if he's right.
Well, and the official doesn't know where to put the ball. It would be at the 35.
Right.
A 15-yard penalty from the 20, and yet the official is confused about where to put the ball. This is really...
So maybe they're just going to split the difference and put it at 30 because they don't know who it's on.
They are discussing it again.
Yeah.
They really are.
Okay, that's what the Cleveland was clapping like it was on them, and that's what I was trying to figure out, and and everybody knew it was on them except for the official.
Yeah. Well, the head man was the one that missed the player catching the ball in the end zone, and then he gave the wrong team as far as being penalized. So.
He's tuned out. He's ready to go home.
Yeah, this third quarter's war
maybe it's his anniversary as well, Terry.
I'm not taking that bait, Greg. I'm just not going to go down that road. First and long for the Bulldogs, and pass is going to be caught and maybe 5-6 yards on the catch and run on the other side of the field. So clock will move down to 55 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Blue Raiders with his sixth catch.
Blue Raiders up 28-3. Greg, trivia question, the last Cleveland victory.
10-17-2025. What do I win?
Here's a catch. Maybe a yard short of the first down. After
What do I win? What do I win, Terry?
Well, we can't count this one yet. It's not official, but it would have been Hardin Valley last year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's right. It's Hardin Valley last year.
So now they're going to rule that was a first down on the catch and run. So a Cleveland Ford first down for the Bulldogs, and they have it at their 20. They needed to get to the 20. They got the 20. And the third quarter comes to an end. At the end of 3 on Mix 104.1, Blue Raiders 28, Bulldogs 3. We'll be back in 60 with the fourth quarter. Sports on Mix 104.1, supplied all season long by Wholesale Supply Group, open to the public.
Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance policies to Allstate, it really couldn't be easier. At Allstate, you can call one local agent who can assist you with all of your policies and make the paperwork simple. Here in Cleveland, Allstate agent George Gray can help you protect everything from your home, car, boat, and motorcycle to your RV, ATV, and more. See George Gray, Allstate Insurance on Keith Street. Are you in good hands?
At Bradley Medical Center, our pledge is excellence. Every person, every time. From the beginning, we've understood that it's the people who make our town special. We all have a job to do, and we all depend on one another. At Bradley, our role is to make sure that you and your family can access the care you need when you need it from a medical team you can trust. And we're more present than ever. Bradley Medical Center, bringing it all back home.
To the fourth quarter on Mix 104.1, Terry Evans, Greg Phillips at Raider Field. Cleveland on top, 28-3 over Bearden, and 12 minutes on the clock.
And a little Sweet Caroline going on in the background.
That's right. Pass going to be caught over the middle. Nice catch by Bearden. Sean Thomas, a senior, comes up with that catch. So a nice play by Thomas. Cleveland had coverage, but he still got it.
Yeah, that was a nice catch right there.
Stretched out for it.
And that was Thomas, you said? I missed the number.
Yeah, Sean Thomas, number 11.
All right.
Linebackers playing a little bit deeper this time. Pass going to be caught on the corner. Cleveland misses one tackle, and finally it will be forced out of bounds. So that time, Grant Krause on the receiving end. They love the short passes.
They love the short pass. There's no doubt about that.
And on the sideline and out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah. So Thacker, speaking of that, he's 21 of 38 for 199 yards and 3 interceptions.
Wow.
So that tells you they love the short pass.
Absolutely. Now, Greg, after this next play, I need you to update me on a stat.
Uh-oh.
Now, that's not a trick question. 2nd and 2. Same play again. They've got a first down, and he's out of bounds before he got to the 40-yard line. Rule it at the 42-yard line. So same play as before. Coming into this game, McGowan had 857 yards, Greg, so he needed 163 to get to the 1,000 mark. Does he have 163?
He does not. He's at 133, so he needs 30 more. He's 11 of 19, 133 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
So 30 yards for McGowan in the air, and he'll have 1,000 on the season. Pass, almost picked. Cleveland was within inches of coming up with their 4th pick of the game, and that would have been a pick 6. as Thompson broke on the ball beautifully, and that one almost went the distance the other way.
Yeah, that was Thompson came from a long way. Again, Thacker doesn't have a great arm, so the ball stays in the air for a long time, and that's a dangerous pass anyway. He's coming right and then throwing back left, and Thompson closed on that and almost got the interception for the pick six.
Bulldogs have the ball, 2nd and 10 at the Blue Raider 41-yard line. Still looking for their first touchdown of the game. Thacker throws this one away. I think they wanted maybe to do a screen. They had their lineman over to the right side, but that was not open, or at least Thacker couldn't find the receiver amongst the crowd, and so he threw that one away. And a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's an ineligible, so no play on that one. Ineligible receiver downfield, and looks like Coach Brown's going to take that one. So that's 9 penalties, 71 yards for Bearden on the night.
And the Markov puts it back to the Blue Raider 46-yard line. If this game remains like it is, going to be a lot of celebration tonight in Cleveland. This football team has worked really, really hard. Coach Brown and the entire staff have worked hard. These fans have been waiting for the W, and if this one holds, they'll have their W. And a lot of celebration for Cleveland from some fine young men who have put out a lot of blood, sweat, and tears from spring through the summer and up to this point in the year. Completion, but very short gain of yards.
Yeah, Will Taylor on the tight end on the catch there. Lenoir City cut into that Walker Valley lead, Terry. It's now 63-7. I mean, they really haven't cut into it. It was 49-7 at the half, so it just continues to get worse.
Running clock up there.
And then some.
Yeah, running fast. Pass incomplete, left sideline.
So that's that will ensure, and they may have already assured it, but that definitely assures Walker Valley gets a home game in the playoffs, and then that means they'll be playing Ray County for the basically to go undefeated in the region and win win the region outright.
9:44 on the fourth quarter clock. On 4th and 13, they're going for it. The Bulldogs, that is. And long pass down the left sideline. Incomplete off the fingertips of Cleveland's defender out there, Caden Thompson. So the ball will go over on downs. Cleveland to take the ball.
Again, just going to be, like Terry, you hit it. I mean, Cleveland is, this has been a tough year for them. They started the year out tough, and this is going to, this is going to be the culmination of them having a really, really nice win for the Blue Raiders and a well-deserved win for them.
They have suffered long and hard, and so celebration time at Raider Field as the ball given to Eddings. The little man breaks through across midfield to the 46-yard line. What a nice run by Eddings, his best run of the season. Clock at 9:25 to go in this one. A first down for Eddings and company. Showed nice speed there. They give him the ball again, and he's going to be smacked at the line of attack.
Yeah. He's just, and again, the thing that he's missing, I mean, he runs hard. Again, he's just small. At the point of contact, he's not he's a junior, but he's just not at a point where he can break tackles, and that's really what he needs to be able to do.
So Cleveland, second down coming up and 10.
I think Coach Brown is listening to our broadcast here. Cam Wilson now in at running back. I think Coach Brown's listening. I think he's got me on his headset. I mean, why wouldn't he be listening to me?
I have no idea. McGowan going home run ball. Incomplete. Oh, the intended receiver is looking over his left shoulder, and it came over his right shoulder. And
nice pass right there by McGowan. I mean, he gave Miha a chance. Again, he got enough air under it to give Miha a chance to adjust, and Miha just wasn't able to adjust on that one to get the catch. But that was a beautiful pass by McGowan.
So Miha will come out of the game.
Probably out of breath.
Yes. 3rd and 10.
And has a cramp, apparently.
Pass going to be caught by Emilio Green. Got a good block, and Emilio is out at the 40-yard line. Gives us time to talk about Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The Drive into Fall event has been extended at Crown CDJR of Cleveland. Shop over 275 new Chargers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams, up to $15,000 off MSRP, or get financing as low as 0% for up to 72 months. Get model year-end closeout savings on a new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie, up to $15,000 off MSRP. Eddings in as the H-back. High snap. McGowan going to get hit from behind, ball on the floor, and it's going to be a turnover. Recovered by the Bulldogs at midfield. McGowan never knew the Mack track was coming and got plastered from behind.
Yeah, more concerned about McGowan's health on that than I am the fumble. Got to make sure to protect him in a game, especially in a game like this, and make sure he's okay.
So looks like Cleveland may go with Bolaños coming in as a safety.
Yeah, I mean, most of the starters are in there, but it looks like they are going to substitute a little bit.
So we'll pick up other guys in there in a minute that's not usually there. Bearden football. Quick toss, caught, short left side, and maybe 5 at most on the game before out of bound. Clock at the 7:52 mark of this ball game. Cleveland 28, Bearden Bulldogs 3. Blue Raiders looking for win number 1 on the year. Ball at the 46-yard line. Thacker rolls, short pass, incomplete and almost picked. Went right through the receiver's hands, and Cam Wilson almost had another touchdown. That one was off his hands also. So that will stop the clock with 7:46 to go in this one. Cleveland led 14-3 at the half. Actually, by quarters, it was 7-3 Cleveland at the end of one, 14-3 at half, 28-3 at the third quarter break. Bulldogs look at 3rd and 7. Here comes the pressure. Screen pass, going to be caught. They'll get a first down and a yard to spare. Nice setup play that time. Nice way they let the defensive line come through. And quarterback Thacker, the young sophomore, put it right in the hands of the receiver. And so...
Yeah, that was a long pass for a dump-off screen pass because Thacker was so far back.
Will Taylor was the receiver there. Here's another short pass, and this time it's the Tummings, their favorite receiver.
Yeah, he's 6 for 66.
Excuse me. So the Bulldogs, as Greg pointed out earlier, they have to do long sustained drives. They don't have threats deep, and so they have to go with long sustained drives, which makes it quite difficult.
Yeah, and that's really, when you don't have home run hitters in high school football, that's really hard because it's just so hard for a high schooler to sustain a drive, Terry.
Here's a long pass to the end zone as Thacker's going to get hit. Flag on the play. Cleveland had coverage, but they might have had too much coverage.
Yeah, that was intended for Taylor there, and I think they had a little bit too much coverage. It's going to be a pass interference. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty on Cleveland and a first down, Bearden.
I thought for a moment they might have caught that ball.
I actually thought, I think he's kind of fallen backwards, and he had it in his gut there for a second and just was not able to hold on.
So it's a first down, and the Kia of Cleveland drive zone at the Blue Raider 15. Here comes the charge. Oh! Ball is handed off.
Yuck.
And the running back, Parrott, is welcome to Raider Field turf.
Denatalis just hammered him. I mean, almost as soon as he touched the ball on the handoff, Denatalis could have almost taken the handoff.
Yeah, Parrott loses 3, his first negative yardage play of the evening. That was textbook. Clock down to the 6:20 mark. Fake, roll, look. Lots of times to the end zone. Nobody there but a Bulldog, and it's a touchdown for the Bearden Bulldogs. That was such a well-designed play. Cleveland secondary got fooled.
Yeah, it was a wheel route right there. They faked the handoff and come back around the other way, and Parrott on a wheel route down the sidelines and gets the 18-yard touchdown. Nice play by Bearden.
That one worked to perfection, so they are on the board with a touchdown at the 6:11 mark of this game, as it's a 28-9 count. Cleveland on top, and now 28-10 with the point extra kick by Sanchez. We'll be back in 60.
Whirlpool Cleveland is currently hiring for entry-level production roles. Starting pay $18.25 per hour, jumps to $19.35 per hour after 90 days. Benefits start on day 1, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, life insurance, and more. 120 total hours of paid time off. 10 hours the first 3 months. Remaining balance after 90 days. Apply at jobs.whirlpool.com. Jobs.whirlpool.com.
Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Do you have restless legs or leg cramps? Dr. James Gooden offers office treatment that can make you look and feel better within a day. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Visit MilliganVein.com.
Here's some real magic. Refinance your existing auto loan for a better rate from TVFCU.
TVFCU, a place for all of us.
Call 634-LOAN.
A 28-10 count with 6:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Cleveland on top as Bearden has just scored their first touchdown of the game. Next week, Blue Raiders travel to Knoxville to take on Hardin Valley. That is a region game, and then on Thursday, October 30, it will be Cleveland here at home against Farragut for the regular season wrap-up. So Cleveland looking for an onside kick here.
Dare I say onside kick?
Go ahead, out loud.
Can't. I was reprimanded the last time I did.
Well, we're going to bet that it is an attempt. Oh, Cleveland catches it in midair at their own 48-yard line, so it went the 10, but right into the hands of the Blue Raiders. So Coach Brown was expecting that, and Lacorius Eddings comes up with the catch. So good catch by Lacorius. And the Blue Raider offense will come out. Eddings will be a part of that. They're going to run the ball because both he and Jones are in the game. Quentin James. And here's a give from McGowan. Nice running room to the 45-yard line of Bearden. Nice run that time. And Emerson, the freshman, with a nice job there. He runs very well. And
it's the first time he's carried it in a while.
Yes, it is. I said James, it's Quentin Jones. Should know, we interviewed him the other day. Second down 5.
Yeah, that's only his second carry. I talked about the changing the guard. That's only his second carry of the second half.
Play clock at 5. Cleveland using the time that they can. Nice turn up field. And he goes to the 44-yard line. Again, only a freshman, Emerson.
Yeah, down to 5 minutes left in this one. It's going to be over at some point, Terry, I promise.
28-10. Blue Raiders looking for W number 1 this year. Bearden will have to wait another week as they take on Dobbins-Bennett next week, and then they close the season at home against Bradley for the final game of the year. Good snap. Emerson, right, cuts it upfield, but nothing there. Oh, he got smothered. Liam Powers just almost took the helmet off when Emerson turned upfield.
So 4th and 1, Cleveland will probably go here. Terry, just an update. You know, we were talking about that Hardin Valley Oak Ridge game. You know, you thought again a game you thought Oak Ridge would have won big. So Oak Ridge did score another touchdown. So it's 21-10, a field goal by Hardin Valley. So you know, makes me think that Hardin Valley is, you know, I mean, again, they're not the best team in the district, but based on that score, they're a legit team.
So. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty safe to say, well, it is safe to say that it's going to be either Maryville or Oak Ridge as the number 1 team, and the other one will be, in our opinion, the number 2 team. Bradley would be the number 3 team.
Yep.
But 4th place is open between Farragut, Hardin Valley, and the Blue Raiders. And we got timeout on the field. Gives us time to talk about people who helped bring this ball game to you. And honestly, without people like this, we wouldn't be able to bring you Cleveland football. So we appreciate each and every sponsor. And here are some of the finest that help bring these games to you. Voitek Center for Orthopedic Care. For all your orthopedic needs, Voitek.com, Voytik.com. Dale's Heating and Air, just call Dales.com. And folks, you know cold weather's coming, just call Dales.com. Chick-fil-A, located on Key Street in Paul Huff. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. Jersey College, your nursing career starts here. jerseycollege.edu. Cleveland goes under center, push, shove, and McGowan gets floored and still comes up with a first down. Nice, tough running by the Blue Raiders, Case and McGowan, and we just got a flag 30 seconds after the end of the play.
I think we got an ejection, too.
Maybe on the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely on them, but I think he ejected him. Oh, he didn't eject him, but I thought he gave the ejection sign there. But yeah, he official was not happy with the player throwing the football backwards about 20 yards.
Well, you know, Greg, not defending it, but when you're about to go 0-9, frustrations have to build.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine,
really
Terry.
build.
Yeah, that's tough. Again, it's tough for anybody, but for a 15 to 18-year-old kid, it's just really tough.
We're going to the 3-minute mark. First down, Cleveland on the 4th down conversion by McGowan, and Cleveland will gain a few yards and be thrown back. So, Blue Raiders going to let that clock run as much as possible. Got the extra heavy package in there right now.
I feel offended when you say that, Terry.
You're not in there.
But I feel like you're talking. But every time you see, you get folks, you guys that are listening can't see this, but every time Terry says that, he turns and looks at me.
I'm just informative, Greg. Just trying to keep people informed. Here's Emerson, nothing there. They know we're going to run it. We try to run it. We're burning clock under the 2-minute mark. So Blue Raiders trying to hang on and celebrate for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I'd love to see. Again, you hate it for Bearden as they continue. They move. Another loss with them and without a win. But you love it for these Cleveland kids who have been through a lot. They've persevered. They've played hard, and love to see them get this win.
Absolutely. Hardy's Friday Night Blitz. Andy Jenkins coming up in a moment. And Cleveland moved. Or did we get a timeout? No, timeout.
Yeah, they were afraid they weren't going to get the snap off.
So Cleveland burns a timeout. Hardy's Friday Night Blitz with Andy Jenkins coming up. You can call about this game, the Walker Valley game. Bradley's going to Maryville next Friday night. You can call in about that. Andy Jenkins will take your calls and keep you informed of how the ball games in this area are turning out tonight. I tell you, just one of the real good guys in this world, Andy Jenkins.
Come on now,
no,
Terry.
I'm not exaggerating. No,
no, he is a really good dude.
He's very good, and everybody that knows Andy Jenkins loves him. So Hardy's Friday Night Blitz coming up with Andy in a few moments.
Is that what they say about me, Terry?
They say things about you, Greg.
Everybody that knows me loves me?
Well,
do they say that about me?
They say everybody that knows Greg
knows me.
And then it just kind of falls off.
They just don't say anything. Just don't say, because if you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all.
We're all quiet on the home front. Keeper McGowan is going to be forced out of bounds. He looked for the marker for a first down. Let's see if they ruled that he got it or not.
I think he did. I think he put the ball out front, and I think they're going to give it to him.
And
oh, no, they're not.
All right, so fourth down coming up, Cleveland. But, one thing about the guy holding the chain over there, he's a trooper, but not that much of a trooper. He let that chain go.
Yeah, and McGowan hadn't even got out of the pocket yet. Yeah. He had already let the chain go. He was not going to get hit.
4th and 1 here for Cleveland. And clock at 1:10. And push, shove, and finally McGowan goes down. They will move the chains and first and goal to go for Cleveland, but 59 seconds on the clock, so I'm expecting a kneel down here by the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, again, that's the right thing to do, definitely. But we'll see if they do. Westfield's going to the back over there, so they're gonna kneel down. So big win for Cleveland.
So Cleveland's going to, with 30 seconds to go, they will do the kneel down. Cheering section going wild down below us. Blue Raider students ready to celebrate. And so that's going to be a kneel down, and that's going to be the last play of the game, as Cleveland will win this one 28-10. Cleveland 28, Bearden 10, and the Blue Raiders now get to celebrate football. Cleveland 28, Bearden 10. Both teams line up and shake hands at midfield, and we'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap this one up. 28-10 the final. Stay tuned for Hardy's Friday Night Blitz in just a couple of moments.
Leisure Time Bowling is Cleveland's party place. Birthday parties for children, teenagers, and adults. Birthday parties at home take a lot of work, a lot of decorating, cooking, cleaning. Let Leisure Time Bowling do the work for you. Custom party packages are available, including some with Cosmic Bowling. Call 728-2988, 728-2988, ltbowling.com.
So who is the best local law firm? Well, winning the Best of the Best award answers that question. You have some small firms that might get a nomination or two, mostly by friends and family. Then there are those that have been around a while that have gotten several nominations on name recognition alone. But only Warren and Griffin has won the best of the best law firm 10 years in a row. 10 years.
I'm Steve Martin. I'm John Moore. Chattanooga's best law firm, 10 straight years.
Call us 265-HURT. We are your local law firm.
This is Neil Scott, GM of United Structural Systems. We're currently looking to expand our teams at both our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Knoxville offices. We have a first-class benefits offering with medical, dental, vision, and ancillary benefits, PTO upon hire date, referral bonuses up to $2,500 per referral, 401k, and weekly production bonuses. And we have career paths, leadership development training, and even employer-sponsored industry certifications. If you're interested in joining, please go online at ussTN.com/careers or call us 423-320-8883.
Looking to furnish your home office? Look no further than Joe Rogers Office Supply. They have a great selection of office furnishings to complement your home. From desk to seating and filing solutions, Joe Rogers Office Supply can be your source to complete your home workspace. With furnishings from DMI, Eurotech, Hahn, and ISR Performance, they can design a workspace that can be uniquely yours and increase your efficiency for years to come. For the best in setting up your office, see Joe Rogers Office Supply, 156 Central Avenue in historic downtown Cleveland.
You're listening to Cleveland Blue Raider football on Mix 1041 and at mymix1041.com. It's time for the Cleveland Fasteners postgame show. Visit them on Starview Drive in Cleveland. And now, the Blue Raiders football postgame report.
Stay tuned for Hardy's Friday Night Blitz as soon as we do the post-game here.
The extended version, right?
Yes, the extended version. Hardy's Friday Night Blitz with Andy Jenkins. Touchdowns tonight by Tennessee Valley Urology. TennesseeValleyUrology.com with offices in Cleveland, Athens, and now open in Ooltewah. Extra Points, Independent Insulation Services, your spray foam experts, 423-716-3762. Field goals by Duracell. Duracell Cleveland is now hiring. Benefits start day one. Duracell.com. And now for the post-game show. And Greg, first of all, the Dale's Heating and Air Player of the Game. Just call Dales.com.
Terry, could be a number of players tonight. I mean, Cam Wilson had the big touchdown and all that. McGowan had a great game tonight, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do tonight, Terry, is I'm going to give the player of the game. It's a team win. I'm going to give it to the team. It's a team win. It's their first win. It's Coach Brown's first win, and let's just let the team celebrate together as the overall player of the game.
Greg, I think that is great on your part, and it's the right call. It really is. Let everybody celebrate that. Post-game stats, Cleveland Fasteners and Supply, for all those nuts and bolts you can't find anywhere else. And if they ain't got it, then you don't need it. Cleveland Fasteners and Supply, Starview Drive. Here's Greg with the Cleveland Fasteners and Supply post-game stats.
Thank you, Terry. So Bearden started the scoring tonight early in the first quarter, their first drive. Sanchez with a 38-yard field goal to lead 3-0. At the end of the first, McGowan to Westfield, a 46-yard bomb. Bolaños with the extra point, 7-3 at the end of one. The only scoring in second quarter was McGowan to Quentin Jones for a 9-yard pass. Bolaños with the extra point. Cleveland led 14-3 at the end of two. In the third quarter, a 6-yard pass to Westfield. Bolaños with the extra point to put Cleveland up 21-3. And then Bolaños, they tried a 48-yard field goal, and Bolaños was probably 3 or 4 yards short on that. So a missed field goal there. And then they hand the ball. Cam Wilson takes a direct snap, took it 62 yards to the house. And Jerry, that young man can fly.
He can.
He can roll when he gets the football. So they've got to find, and I've said it all along, they've got to find a way to get him the football. So Bolaños on the extra point there in the third quarter. To end the third quarter at 28-3, and then the only scoring in the fourth quarter, Thacker to Parrott on a wheel route, 18-yard touchdown. Sanchez with the extra point. Your final 28-10. Cleveland with their first win of the season. Stats-wise, Thacker's going to have to ice his arm down for a couple of days. 27 of 48.
Wow.
246 yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Parrott led the way rushing, 11 rushes for 30 yards, and Cannon Sipe was the only other ball carrier, 3 for 8 yards. So 14 carries, 38 yards. Parrott had the only touchdown on a reception, 4 catches for 36 yards. Grant Cross had 8 catches for 62 yards. Tyler Tummins with 6 catches for 66 yards, and Will Taylor 5 for 47. A couple of other players as well. So 284 yards of total offense, 10 penalties for 86 yards for Bearden. For Cleveland. And I'll go ahead and tell you six penalties for 45 yards for Cleveland. Cleveland tonight, offensively, McGowan 12 of 21, 140, 3 touchdowns. So we still got about 23 yards left to get to the 1,000 yards. But he was 12 of 21 tonight, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was 7 carries for 1 yard tonight rushing with a couple of sacks and a fumble back there. Tyrell Emerson 12 carries for 37 yards. Eden 6 for 29. So we said it earlier, it's kind of a changing of the guard as Emerson's getting about 2/3 of the carries now. And then Cam Wilson 3 carries, 76 yards, 62-yard TD. Cleveland had 28 carries, 143 yards rushing. Westfield 5 catches, 59 yards, 2 touchdowns. Miha, 2 catches, 39 yards. Quentin Jones, 1 catch, 9 yards, but that was for a touchdown. And Emilio Green was 4 catches for 33 yards. Cleveland had 283 yards of total offense, which I think is their highest output of the year. Turnovers, McGowan had a fumble. Thacker had 3 interceptions, 1 to Denatalis, 1 to Emilio Green, and 1 to Jai Isbell, and Bearden had 2 sacks. Cleveland didn't have any sacks. That's your stats for tonight, Terry.
Thank you very much, Greg. And on a serious note, thanks to Greg for being here. It's 27th anniversary for he and Rhonda, and great people. And Greg, thank you for giving up your Friday night. So you guys have a great celebratory weekend, and congratulations on your anniversary. For Greg Phillips, this is Terry Evans saying this broadcast is dedicated to everybody who would love to have been at Cleveland High tonight to see this football game, but for whatever reason you couldn't be here. Work obligations, health issues, you live out of the area. For whatever reason you couldn't be here, this broadcast is dedicated to you. Thank you, and stay tuned for Hardy's Friday Night Blitz with Andy Jenkins coming up next.